the night of the appropriately shaped table.
I'm actually just curious as to what makes them fantasy jeans.
They're made out of fantasy denim. It might be somewhere in the Clifftop Temple.
But I'm telling you right now, that Maya is gonna make us go find that surfboard.
I saw, dude. Fortune told.
Yes, please.
Guided by fate and the whispers of sea. But beware the treachery lurking close at hand, for betrayal's touch can tarnish even the most loyal band.
Down, I wrote treachery, betrayal, darkness, and sea monster.
I don't think Stoke City's very uptight about their immigration status.
Stringent about their elections.
Yeah. Would this sea monster happen to be beneath the moon's soft glow?
Still very clearly took a swing at it. All of the ghouls hiss with a very frightening sound, and you guys are about to launch into combat. Quick note, Isaac, you can't see in the dark, so all of your attacks from here on out, I gave you a regular roll against that one because Vakadu pointed it out to you, but unless there's a reason not to, you're going to have disadvantage on all of your attack rolls because you're fighting in the dark.
All right. Perfect. So with my initiative, I get to add 4 to it, so I got a 20. No, a 19 on my initiative.
Cool, so it is going to go Vakadu, Ike, Hand-Me-Down Bumheart, 4 of the ghouls, Nikki, and then the last ghoul. So, Vakadu, you see there's one directly next to Hammy. There are 4 scattered throughout the top bunks. There's 2 on either side. Everybody is within 40 feet of each other.
Within 40 feet.
It is a ship. It is closed in.
What check would I run to know whether, know what kind of damage is, these guys can take?
Yeah,
because they're ghouls.
Let's say history check. Like maybe you happen to be reading about the creatures in this area.
18.
Yeah. So with an 18, I will tell you that they are immune to being poisoned.
Immune to poison.
They also cannot be charmed, and because they're undead, it's unlikely that trying to make them tired or bleed is going to do anything.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to start out by so they're all within 40 feet of each other. 3 are on top bunks. 1 is directly next to Ike.
There's 4 on top bunks, 1 right next to Hammy.
All right, so I'm going to start out by, I might as well cast Guiding Bolt on the ghoul directly next to Ike.
Cool.
17.
That'll hit.
And it takes 13 radiant damage.
Alrighty. You see this thing. Does radiant damage do anything spooky to undead people?
It doesn't look like it.
Alright, cool. So yeah, it takes 13 damage. You see it just get rocked with a bolt of magical guiding light. The stars shine across your eyes as you cast this bolt, and it hits it right in the chest, and it is not happy with you. It is now bloodied. Ike, the one next to you is bloodied, and Guiding Bolt gives you advantage on your attack?
And the next attack roll made against that target before the end of my next turn has advantage, yes.
Cool.
Because it has a little dim light glittering off of it.
So, Ike, you got a glowing target next to you, and your class is fighter. What would you like to do?
I'm going to swing my Warhammer.
Whoa.
And
personally, I'm shocked.
Plot twist.
I got a 6.
And unplot twist.
Yeah, that's rough.
But it's advantage, so roll again.
I get to swing twice.
He had disadvantage from being in the dark, so it's like they cancel each other out. It's 1 roll.
And I do get to swing twice, though. Can I ask real quick? Are we like, so we're in like the lower portion of the ship right now, right? We're in
Yes.
like the barracks. Are we underwater?
No.
Okay. And which wall of the ship is closer to the outside?
The
Like
pointing
which?
towards the front of the ship, which is to your left. The left would be closer to the outside that you walked through.
Mm.
So if I could hit a wall and like put a hole in it and bring some light into the room,
That's a great idea.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do that instead of hitting this guy again. So I'm gonna roll to do that.
If you move towards the wall, you're going to move out of his range, which means the ghoul would get an attack of opportunity on you, just so you know. That just means he doesn't attack you.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Cool. So he tries to get you. And he does a 6 hit your armor class?
No, it does not.
All right, you see him like slash at your legs as you're running away, but you move towards the wall of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
actually,
then-
so you're moving a little further away. Like, sorry. The hole that you've already made is closer to the front of the ship. So, yes, you would need to make a new hole if you want light to come in.
Yeah. So I roll for hit 17.
Yeah. Give me
Hell yeah.
a damage roll.
All right, that's gonna be 12.
Okay, yeah. You hit enough that you see the head of your hammer break through. It doesn't shatter the wall, but now you see a little porthole of light shining through right where the hole is, and it illuminates the ghoul that was already trying to hit you, and it gives you a little lane that if you stay in that lane, you will be in the light and able to see.
Perfect. Do I have enough movement to get back to that ghoul?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. I can see you now, and I'm gonna action surge and rush him.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be a 19.
That's going to hit.
Perfect. And 7 damage.
7. All right. We're doing the classic hammy thing where you get him really close, but you don't kill him. So you
yeah.
bonk him on the head. Did you guys ever watch The Fairly Odd Parents when you were younger?
Yes.
You know the King Arthur one where it's just
Yep.
this little guy and then they give him glasses and he goes, I can see, I can fight, and he like grows muscles. That's what happened to Isaac. But all right, that ghoul is now right next to you. It is 4 of the ghouls' turns in a row, and you actually see all of them swarm on Isaac. So there's 2 on the top bunk, there's 1 on either side of him now, and all of them are attacking with their little bites. This also just makes it easier so that I can roll all of them at once. Isaac, what is your armor class?
18.
None of them hit. They're all scratching and clawing and just bouncing off of the plate mail that you have. But you are over what? Like they are all on top of you. Nikki, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm looking specifically for what metal there is in the room. I'm guessing the floor is made of wood, not metal, right?
Yep. But
On a
all
boat.
of the bunks are made out of
Metal.
like an aluminum material.
And they're not carrying weapons, right? I don't think ghouls carry weapons, do they?
Ghouls do not carry weapons.
Okay. So the only metal is probably the bunks.
You see a couple of like old candle holders on the wall that the candles
No,
aren't
that's
lit.
okay. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna jump up and hit one. Well, are any of them on the bunks anymore? They're down, right?
So
Did they jump down?
There's 2 on the top bunk right over
Oh, they're still there?
Isaac trying to hit him from the top. There's 2 right next to
Oh.
him hitting him from the sides. And then there's still 1 that hasn't had their turn yet that is over towards where you were walking to.
Oh, so they are on the bunk. I thought they hopped down already. Okay. Okay,
I mean,
in
there's
that
like,
case.
There's like old decrepit mattresses on them and stuff, but yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cast heat metal on the bunks that's holding the 2.
Can
And
you
just see
read
what
heat
happens.
metal does? Because I want you to
Sure.
think about where they are located and who else is in that cone.
It's choose a manufactured metal object, such as, and it has a range of 60 feet, and it lasts up to a minute. You can make the object grow red hot. Any creature in physical contact will take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay, so you just pick one of the bunks that has 2 ghouls on it?
Yeah, I just picked the one that has 2 ghouls on it. I'm assuming Isaac's not touching that either. So yeah,
No.
that's what I do.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll even do anything.
What? So you don't have to roll for it, it just does it?
Oh, good question. I don't know. This is a new spell. Anyone in physical contact takes 2d8.
Okay. You see one of the ghouls is like leaning against it as it's trying to fight, and you see one of them is on top of it. You see it begin to glow a red hot, freaky amount of heat, and so they take 2d8.
Actually, I cast level 3, so they take 3d8.
Quite rude.
Yeah, I mean like that. 15.
Oh, 15 damage. Sorry, I was rolling for them.
15 damage.
Okay. So, boo. You see one of them, actually both of them, start doing the like hot dance. So one jumps off the bunk over to the other bunk that isn't glowing hot, and you see one of them try to jump out of the way. And as it's jumping out of the way of the fire, Isaac, it moves right past you and onto a different bunk and out of your range, trying to run away. Take an attack of opportunity on the ghoul.
All right. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah, it's just an attack roll.
All right. 14?
Yep, that'll hit.
Hell yeah. And that's going to be 13.
Okay, you kill it. How would you like to kill it?
I'm swing my hammer. Bang! Right down its head.
Okay.
Just straight down.
Just playing whack-a-ghoul.
Whack-a-ghoul.
All right. After seeing Nikki set something on fire, the ghoul that is hanging out on the top bunk in the corner jumps down and tries to bite Nikki. It's going to do 1d20. Does a 7 hit? These guys aren't doing great.
No.
All right. So it also tries to bite you, and it just bites like part of your clothes that are hanging off, and it's just gnawing on your arm sleeve. Cool.
Nikki says, I don't taste good. I don't taste good.
Cool. We're back up to the top of the order of Vakadu.
So there's one on Nikki, which is also technically past me, correct?
Nikki was in front, wasn't she? Or wasn't he?
Yeah. No. When we went into the ship?
Okay, yeah, so it ran across the bunks and then jumped down on Nikki. But yes, it is. There's one right essentially in front of you because it's trying to gnaw on Nikki. And then there's 3 left that are right next to Isaac.
Perfect. There's 2. So how many ghouls were there to start? Because I thought 5. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use one of my wild shapes to take starry form.
Okay.
For those who don't know what starry form is, as a bonus action, oh, sorry, that has to be a bonus action. So I'm just going to swing my scimitar.
You can take your bonus action before your action.
Okay, thank God. Because that makes it a lot more cool. So I'm going to do that. So basically, I turn into basically an ethereal starry being instead of having one of my wild shapes. And I not only shed bright light out, so bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in another 10-foot radius, but it also gives me access to my starry form archer, which allows me to basically, I now have a bow and arrow that I can use with radiant damage on top of my regular attacks. So I do that, which brightens up the room. So I think that removes Ike's disadvantage.
Yep.
Perfect. And then I'm still going to just use my scimitar on the ghoul in front of me.
Okay, cool. Make an attack roll.
21.
That'll hit.
5.
That doesn't do a lot. So you slice it. It's trying to gnaw on Nikki's sleeve, and you just like slice at the sleeve. Nikki like lifts his arm to get out of the way, and you just catch the ghoul on the nose. You say you took his nose off.
Smell you later. You won't.
I'm just imagining Avocado like or this ghoul like gnawing on Nikki's arm, and Avocado bops it in the nose, and it's like no, bad ghoul.
Bad.
I just take my scimitar and I just kind of like slowly, I like look at it. I'm like, why? Okay, and I just quickly like lop his nose off.
Nice. All right. Isaac, you have the ghoul that you bonked earlier that's looking really beat up. You have one ghoul that got set on fire and is now on the top bunk. There's 2 ghouls on that top bunk, so you have 3 around you. I think everybody is muted other than me. This is a great podcast.
Ike, your mic is not working.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No,
I was saying after watching Jake turn into a Gundam, I'm just gonna like remember the fortune we had and whisper under my breath, "A legend reborn." And then I'm gonna take a swing at the closest goblin. For it's gonna be 17.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be 8 damage.
Which one are you swinging? The one that's jacked up?
Oh yeah, jacked up one.
Okay, cool. You kill it. Tell me how you kill it.
I'm an underhand swing. So I swing at the first one like this, and I'm just gonna windmill it back around and swing underhand and knock its head off.
Okay, give me a second attack roll just for funsies. Not, this is just, the ghoul's head goes flying. Does it put a hole in the ship?
I just critted, so yes.
Yes, okay. You hit this ghoul so hard that its head goes flying out of the ship and creates a skylight in the top. So you now see seagulls flying overhead. You can hear the ocean a little clearer. And it relaxes you. It sounds nice.
Hell yeah. Since I just critted and I already get 2 attacks, can I like use this crit for my second attack as well? Like it's going through the first one?
You got to re-roll on a different attack.
Okay,
Talk about
here
you
we
just
go.
recycle crits.
14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Are you attacking the one that was already set on fire a little bit, or the fresh one on the top bunk?
I'm gonna do fresh one on the top bunk, so I'm just gonna push at him.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 13 damage.
Very cool. You swipe at its legs, it hits it in the kneecap, and it is unhappy with how much you just gnarred it. Now both of the ghouls get a turn, and they are going to try to jump on you. Both of them are going to try to bite you,
Good luck, buddy.
and neither will bite you. These ghouls are not strong enough to get through your armor. They all picked the tanky boy to try and attack, and it is not working.
I bet you regret giving me plate mail in like level 3.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
We love tanks.
Yep. Nikki, your turn. There's one right on you, so if you try and do a ranged attack, it's going to be with disadvantage, and then you have 2 that are attacking Isaac.
I'll hit the one that's on me with my rapier.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
17. 17
That'll
hit. And 1d8 plus 2, so 4 damage.
Heck yeah. You stab it like in the arm, and it just kind of recoils and hisses at like, "Sss," and it's not phased at all.
And I turn to Avocado, who is right next to me, and rather than finger guns like normal, I smack him on the back and I give him some bardic inspiration.
Very cool. You see the next ghoul go to attack you, and instead of trying to bite, it realizes that doesn't work. So it slashes at your chest with its claws, and they do hit. So it's going to do 2d4.
Hits me.
Yep. Plus 2, so it does 5 damage, and it just, like, right across you. Give me a
Ouch.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, actually not bad. 16.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, good.
Do with that information what you please.
Okay.
Cool. We're back up to the top of the order. There's 2 ghouls on the top bunk right next to Isaac. He is having the worst pillow fight of his life. There's 1 ghoul right next to Nikki that they are jousting in a fun way. And Avocado, you are glowing with an ethereal archer form. What would you like to do?
Yep. So for my first action, I'm gonna use my scimitar and swing at the one that's right in front of me and Nikki.
Okay.
Crit.
The double damage.
Oh, I clicked. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. Double damage. All right. So 10.
That's doubled.
Yep.
Despicable. You don't kill it, but you definitely severely hurt it. How do you do that?
I look at it, knowing, and I'm like, I really don't like it when you guys hurt my friends. And I just take my scimitar and I just slice and dice this thing's chest up.
Okay, cool. It has a big gaping wound in its chest, but because it's undead, nothing is coming out, and you just see its innards, and it's a little freaky to look at. Hammy.
Hold on. I have my bonus action.
Oh, I'm deeply sorry. Bonus action, hit me.
Yeah, so for my bonus action, I'm going to use my ranged attack with the archer to shoot at one of the ghouls that's on the top bunk by Hammy.
Okay, do you want the one that was set on fire or the one that got bonked?
The one that was set on fire.
Okay,
Does a 14 hit?
that it does.
And for damage, 9.
Okay, you kill it. How do you kill it?
I was like, I really don't like it when you guys attack my friends. And I shoot the bow and arrow, which is also just a beam of light, essentially. Just like a straight bolt of light. And it goes through its head and out the back of its head and gets stuck in the wall. And I'm just like, nice.
Heck yeah. All right. There is still one attacking Hammy, and it is also going to try to slice at you with its claws. It doesn't hit. We can move on. Very sad. Nikki, it's your turn.
Did Hammy go between us? I think is it Hammy's turn?
Is it my turn?
I definitely didn't skip you on purpose. It is Hammy's turn. But also, we could just say the ghoul it saw its friend die, and it was inspired, and it wanted to attack you, and it didn't work.
Oh, tragic. So he's on the bed, right?
Yes.
Little ghoul jumping on the bed. I go, you're about to fall off and bonk your head. And I swing 24,
That's going to hit.
14.
That's going to kill it. All right. You do knock it off the bed. It hits its head, and it dies, which is honestly, that's the tale of the monkeys jumping on the bed. Now, Nikki, there's one next to you. It has been lopped, chopped, and stabbed. What would you like to do?
Oh, me?
No, the other Nikki.
Sorry. Wait, I thought it was Dad. So, are we still in initiative?
There's one right next to you.
Oh.
Yeah, the one in front of you still, it's
I
very
thought
messed
that was
up,
the
but
last
alive.
I thought this to be Nikki in character, just being like, oh, I thought they were all dead, because the one next to it is just so beat up.
They are undead, so they pretty much are. I'm just gonna stab the heck out of that thing.
All right, give me a yo stab a stabber roll.
15.
That'll hit.
And
Did anybody
let's
roll
just
under a 10?
be done. No, but I also have +5 for that.
Did you just say yo stabba stabba?
Yes, I did.
6 damage.
All right, you kill it. How would you like to kill it?
Nikki says, "For the queen," and looks absolutely BA. And he like jumps behind the ghoul and slices the rapier across its neck, and its head rolls off and rolls away.
All
for
right.
the queen.
Underwood is very proud. The mayor somewhere is just like, why aren't they fighting for me? But
Awesome. So are we out of initiative?
you are out of initiative.
All right.
You can see pretty clearly because Avocado is covered in stars that are still glowing. How long does that last?
2 hours.
Okay.
Nikki turns to the group and says, maybe these boats weren't the best idea.
I don't know. I think we could. If the ghouls were hanging out here, there's got to be something cool here, right?
Yeah, I do. I actually just rolled a nat 20 for investigation or perception. I'm trying to look around the room.
Yeah, to the back of the ship, which is the way that you were going, you notice where the ships have collided. There's a small gap that you can fit through if you'd like to. To the front of the ship, you see a similar thing. It's almost like there's two directions that you can go, and then there's also the holes. Sorry, many holes that Hammy has put through there. There's no like notable loot or anything exciting. It's just an old shipwreck that has already been ransacked by ghouls.
No shoes. Not a
One
single
of the
shoe.
ghouls was wearing a pair of shoes.
Can I
guess with a
investigate
nat
that
20,
shoe?
I will say they were just commoner shoes.
Man, nothing in this room. A fight and nothing to show for it.
Who's
Nikki.
just
Nikki says, maybe we should be more stealthy from here on out.
It's gonna be pretty hot. I'm glowing light.
Okay, never mind.
Well, we can try.
Forget it. Forget it. Nikki says, "Forget it," and pulls out his lute and starts strumming.
All right.
Okay, since there's nothing in this room, I say we just go to the front of the ship. What do you guys say?
Yeah,
The
we can
front
go
of
to
the
the-
ship is towards the cliffside, and the back of the ship is towards the ocean.
yeah. So let's go towards the cliffside.
Okay. As you head towards the cliffside, you begin to slowly work your way through the two ships, and you can tell the wood is a little more rotted. It's been here for longer, and the scenery around you changes. Instead of the bland barracks kind of entry that you had where the walls weren't really that exciting, you see paintings of old like sea krakens and sea creatures. And as you enter the next room, I assume all three of you move into it. Give me a perception check.
17.
22.
Okay. With a 22, I will say that there are three levers. One is directly to your left, one is right in front of you, and one is directly to your right. The two are on the walls, and the one in the center is overlooking some water with three islands set up throughout it. This ship has taken on water. You're not quite sure how this has happened, given that you're heading away from the water. And you don't see anything else?
So 3 levers, and I can't tell what they do. Like I don't know what they are for.
I don't know why you would know what they're for. So
Okay. Okay.
I would love to give it to you, but I can't find a good reason for you to just look at a lever and be like, I know what this does.
Nikki really wants to pull those levers for no reason.
Nikki goes by Kronk in her free time.
Pull a lever.
Hammy, I mean, yeah, Hammy's just gonna walk up and pull down the right lever.
The right
Stand there like this.
Okay. As you pull the right lever, you feel the water begin to rise. You notice that there is the islands in the center are now covered, and you have water up to your waist.
Okay, pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it
We
back.
push it back up.
Nothing
Pull the lever,
happens.
Hammy. Nothing.
The water stops rising, but nothing else happens.
Nikki pulls the middle lever.
Okay, all of you give me a dex saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no, not one.
Okay, Nikki. Okay, when you pull the lever, as you do that, the waves and the water in the room begin to stir in a cycle. It starts moving down almost like a toilet just sinking to the bottom, and Nikki is thrown to the opposite side of the room before grabbing onto the opposing wall. You are all the way across the ship floor. What did the other two of you get?
I got 18.
Okay,
got
you sturdy yourself with the power of your magical archer. Basically, the archer is holding onto a wall while you are still in the same place you were. And Hammy,
I got an 8.
you are thrown off of your feet and floating along in the water until you get to about the center of the room, approximately 8/20ths across the room, before you measure yourself.
Can I use my immovable rod?
You can.
Yeah. I'm gonna whip that out and just click it.
And
just hold it.
onto it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. That's great. So you are still in the same place. Avakadu's still in the same place. And Nikki was thrown all the way across the room.
And the water, so the water's like swirling like a
The
toilet bowl
water is
still?
still swirling like a drainage. But it's not going anywhere.
I think it's time to try the middle lever, guys.
I think it's time. I was gonna say either we could do that, which is the fun idea, or we could do the smart idea, and I can use shape water to like stop the water from swirling first.
Oh, yeah. do
Nikki,
that,
as he's
and then we'll
drowning,
pull the
yells,
lever.
"Pull the lever!"
All right, I pulled the middle. I pulled the left lever.
Okay.
Like, we already pulled the left. We did the right and the left. So we
No,
just did.
no, you
we
No,
did
we
the
did the
right.
middle.
and
We did the middle.
Right in the
The
middle.
middle. Okay.
So but as you pull the left lever, the waves are still stirring because the middle lever is still pulled. And you see the water level go down. Where those islands were before, now they are above you because the floor beneath you sank away as the lever shifted. And now you notice there are 5 islands sit across the room. And you also notice, everybody give me a new perception check.
14.
8.
12.
There are 2 other things in the water that are, you see fins beginning to move around and you hear gurgled conversation under the seafloor.
Where the sea monsters dwell.
How is it up to our waist again, or where's the water level right now?
The water is now down to the floor. You have righted yourself on a island on the opposite side, and then Avakadu and Hammy, as you guys have gone down a floor, there are 3 more levers. So still
No,
left,
no.
right, center. But you're on a
That's
new
what we
floor.
needed was more levers.
Oh gosh.
I'm thinking all 3 at once this time.
No.
I think our issue is we did them one at a time.
That's the problem.
So wait, I'm sorry. I just need to clarify. So I'm across the room or on a different floor now than the others?
Both of those things are true. You are
Okay.
across the room, down a floor.
Oh, I'm down a floor. Okay.
Everyone is down a floor.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can I rejoin the group?
If you want to jump from island to island, yeah.
Yeah, I'd attempt to rejoin the group while they mess with the levers, I'm assuming.
Okay. Give me. Well, okay. We need to know what the time frame of this is. Are they waiting for you, or are they pulling the levers while you're jumping across?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I scream over. I'm like, Nick, do you want to jump over here first, or do you want me to start playing with the levers? Because I mean, the levers weren't friendly last time, but there's a chance they throw you back here.
I say, Nikki says, send it.
Hammy
Pull the
goes,
levers.
Hammy goes, what? And then he uses his hammer to pull all 3 of them at the same time.
Okay, your hammer is not long enough to do that.
What? It's a war hammer, right? Ah, whatever.
I think
a ship is
they're
pretty
farther
wide,
apart than
so
that.
you would need to walk between them.
All right. Just what? Which one do you want to do, Avaka?
Nikki feels the need to clarify. Pull 1 lever at a time. Pull 1 lever.
While you guys are talking about this, Nikki, give me an athletics check to jump to the first island.
Okay. 12 plus athletics 0, so 12.
Okay, you jump to the next island, but it's gonna take you a little bit to like right yourself and jump to the next one.
Okay.
All right. The middle level was the good one last time, so I feel like it's going to be a bad one this time. And the left one was the worst one, so I think we pull the left one.
But a hero always goes right.
Where I'm standing, the lever is to my right. I turn around, so I'm facing direction where that is on my right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
This is
All
how
right.
important starboard we're invented.
Is Hammy like a little dumb?
Hammy's intelligence is 8.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. So I pull the right or the left lever,
The port lever.
the port
All right,
lever.
as you do that, the water level falls even more. You now find yourself on almost a flat floor, but also the creatures that were in the water. You see two. Picture a mermaid if the most horrifying artist drew it. So instead of it being fish and human, it is humanoid with scales all over its body. Each of them is wielding a harpoon, and you can tell that they are guarding a treasure chest full of items. They have fins on their bottom, but they are able to scoot across the ground if need be, and they have hands and freaky fish faces that you don't really want to make eye contact for too long. Roll for initiative.
Oh, shoot.
19.
12.
Ooh, 3.
We have 19 for Nikki. What did you get, Hammy?
3.
All right, so it's going to go Nikki, Avocado. The name of these creatures are marrows, which is picture a ochre, kind of. They have the same intelligence as Ike. Do with that what you will. But it's going to go
Intellectuals.
Nikki, Avocado, both of the marrows, and then Isaac. So, Nikki, you are about 3/4 of the way across the room. There are two marrows in the middle of the room between you and Avocado. What would you like to do?
Wait, so Avocadu's first or I'm first, right?
It's you first.
You're first.
Okay. I trying to see if I can cast fear on more than one, or if it's just one at a time. I think it's just one creature at a time, which is kind of lame.
And important note, all three of you give me a perception check real quick.
14.
18.
23.
23, there is a pressure plate dead in the center of the room, in between the two marrows.
How many bad guys did you say there are?
2.
2? Okay. Yeah, I cast. Why not? I cast fear on one of them.
Okay.
Which is a wisdom saving throw of 14.
One moment. Nat 20. This
No
is the
way.
wisest marrow you've ever seen.
Gosh dang it.
He's not afraid of anything.
I was looking forward to casting the creature's worst fear. Okay. Well, Nikki feels rather defeated, but he gives Hammy some finger guns from across the room. Some bardic inspiration, because Avocado still has bardic inspiration. And is anybody injured? Are you guys injured?
No.
No, right?
Took
Okay.
no
just
damage.
You're
checking.
the only one that took any damage.
I'm the only one. Yeah, and it's not that bad. Okay. I'm done. Oh, and I move. I'm assuming I'm still across the room, right? Am I where am I in relation to the bad guys and to the rest of my group?
Both of them are in the center of the room. You are 3/4 of the way across the room, and then Avocado and Hammy are about at the other wall. So 50 feet away.
So are they in between me, or can I get to my
Yes.
group?
They are
Oh,
in
okay.
between.
No, I stay put.
You could get between them if you wanted to.
Like
To the
between.
pressure plate.
I
mention
don't
that.
want to do that. I don't want to
It's a
do
fun
that.
pressure plate.
It worked out last
Probably
time.
not fun for me.
It's a good time.
I am not stepping on
It's
that.
a good time.
You can't make me. Nope. I stay where I am.
Okay. Cool. Avocado?
Yes. So how far apart are these marrows?
They are about 10 feet apart from each other.
Okay. So the One on the left, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on.
Okay. That's your version of hitting them in the head with a hammer.
Pretty much at this point. 12.
That does not hit.
Damn. I used my bonus action to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
20.
That does hit. Dirty 20 or nat 20?
Dirty 20.
Okay, cool.
And 12 damage.
All right. You go spear fishing, and you hit it in the quad, and it is, well, where the quad would be if it wasn't all just one big fin. And it is unhappy with you. So you see one of them, the one that you just shot, make its way towards you, and it dashes so that it can get all the way up next to you. It is in your business, Avakadu. The other one moves, and it can get to Nikki all on its own. So it goes up, and then it goes to, let's see. It's going to try to bite you. So it does. Does a 16 hit? Nikki? Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right. And that does 10 damage where it bites you.
Ooh,
And then
ouch.
does a 13 hit.
No. 14 is
Okay.
my armor class.
So after it tries to bite you, it then tries to stab at you with its harpoon, but it does not work.
Can I use a reaction?
Sure.
I once per I think long rest get Hellish Rebuke, and I'm gonna use it. It's really dangerous.
Okay.
As a reaction, I can take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet that I can see. I point my finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On failed, it takes 2d10, half as much on successful. So it's a 14 dex.
Well, it got a 9, so that's not going to cut it. It does. How
Okay,
much
so
damage?
that's 2d10.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh no, 3d10 because of my level now. Why does it say 3d10 but 2 here? Oh, at higher levels. Oh, I didn't use a spell slot, so no, it's 2 because it's not a spell slot. So 2d10 and 9 damage.
2d10 added up to 9?
Yeah.
Weak. All right, you try and cook this fish, and it is on fire for a little bit and doesn't like being on fire, as nobody does. Hammy, you see one that charged up to Avakadu. You see one that is trying to fight Nikki on the other side of the room. What would you like to do?
I guess fight the one with Avakadu because it's closer to me. I don't think I can even reach the other one, right? I'd have to jump across all the islands.
I mean, you could throw something if you really wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that actually. I'll throw my warhammer across the room at the one
You're gonna throw
fighting.
your warhammer?
Oh no, hand axe. Sorry.
Okay. You can throw your warhammer if you want to.
Nah, I'm gonna throw my hand axe.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
All right, hell yeah. 12 damage.
All right. As it has its back turned to you, it then just takes an axe to the lower back. It is unhappy, and yeah, it's not bloodied or like really beaten up, but it's taking a beating right now. Avakadu, you've one on top of you.
Well, I have my other. I can take 2 actions in turn.
You also get a bonus action where you can shove if you really want to. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna swing at the one with the Avakadu for. Is an 11 hit?
No.
All right.
Another swing and a miss. You tried to hit it in the knees, and then you realized it doesn't have knees, and it took you a second while you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Avakadu, real quick, would you like to do a bonus action of any kind?
Nah. Just gonna chill.
All right, Avakadu.
Yep. So I'm gonna swing my scimitar at the one that's really close to me,
Okay,
and a 12.
that will not hit.
Rats.
Fish biology is really throwing you guys off. You can't
It
seem to
really
win.
is. It's a true struggle. And then I'll use my starry form archer on the one across the room because it's a
Okay.
60-foot range.
Cool. And you're gonna take disadvantage because you're threatened. Like you have one right on top of you, so it's hard
Yep.
to shoot when you're worrying about getting eaten.
Yep. First roll was 15. Second roll was 23.
Yeah, a 15 will hit.
Perfect. And a 12.
Dang. All right. Now it is bloodied. You send an arrow through one of its arms, and it has a big hole in it, guiding light of stars. I don't even know what your starry form really does, but it is jacking up creatures around you. Cool. Nikki, it is your turn.
Okay, this may be such a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Really quick, I'm on like the little islands. There's no like high ground or anything I can like get to.
You
Is
can
there?
climb up, so the 3 ones that were islands at the beginning are like, they look like they're towers in the room. I didn't do a good job of explaining that, I'm sorry. But yeah, the rest of the room's basically empty.
Okay. I'm gonna cast suggestion on the one that you know what? On the one in front of me that was hurting me.
Okay.
So that he leaves me alone. So wisdom save 14.
This is an important note. What languages do you speak?
Ooh. Common, goblin, infernal.
Okay.
I mean, if they speak common, I can still talk to them.
Yeah, they got an 18, and also you don't speak their language, so really you're telling it to do something, and it looks at you and it goes, blah, 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 blah.
Darn it.
Real
I was
quick.
going to have him step on the pressure plate.
I mean, you can step on the pressure plate if you'd like to.
No, you can't make me.
Mike, what do they speak?
Give me a history check.
All right. Running. If I can find my history. 9.
They speak bubbles, as far as you can tell.
Wow,
Mike-
okay, whatever.
Mike, what language do they speak? 18.
They speak Abyssal and Aquan.
That's crazy. Okay, well, for my bonus action, since that failed absolutely miserably, I am going to cast Healing Word on myself. And just a level 1. Heal myself 6 points.
Okay. Are you back up to full health now?
No.
Oof.
I have 18 out of 30 plus 6, so 24 out of 33.
All right, we'll take that. Next up, we have the one that is trying to beat up Avocado. Avocado, it is going to multi-attack. So first it is going to try to bite you. It gets a nat 20.
Of course it does.
Heck yeah. So it gets... I'm so sorry. 8 plus 7 plus 7. So that is 22 damage.
Oh
Jesus.
my
Just takes a big
gosh.
chunk out of your shoulder. And then it tries to stab you with its harpoon, which it... Does a 12 hit?
No. Thank
All right,
God.
it was just too busy tasting you to get the proper stab off. But yeah, enjoy having a piece of your shoulder off. And then the one up on Nikki tries to do almost the same thing. I promise. I'm gonna snip this. I also got a nat 20 with them.
That's great.
So that one gets 20 damage
Oh my.
where it bites you.
Is this me?
Yep. And then
Oh
it
my
tries to
gosh, you
stab
guys, I'm gonna freaking die.
and gets an 18.
Yes, that hits. Of course that hits. Oh my gosh, I'm
Okay.
gonna die right now.
How much health do you have left?
4.
It does 11 damage. So you guys across the room see the harpoon go into Nikki's stomach, and you see the light fade from Nikki's eyes as she or he falls over unconscious, and Nikki is downed.
Oh no!
So,
Question for you.
yes.
Do we treat healing in this game like they do in Baldur's Gate, where you can just cast a healing spell on a dead
Yeah, you can pick 'em
character?
up.
Okay. I don't have to like walk over there and pick him up. I can just cast a healing spell.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
And
I mean, you could also just wait and see if I throw death saves.
Oh, we're gonna wait. I have no shoulder. I am down a whole arm.
Avocado, it is your turn.
Of course it is. All right.
I thought it was mine.
Oh yeah, Tammy.
I'm so sorry, I skipped you.
Whew. Try to take me out of the fight.
Yes.
Not that easy. All right, I'm gonna swing at the one with Avocado again. 19,
That'll hit.
and I'm gonna go fillet o fish and 12 damage.
All right, and this is the one right next to you, so you bonk him pretty hard.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna throw my second hand axe. It's the last one I have at the one
Okay.
bearing over Amelia.
I'm gonna keep saying
Nickelback.
this. If you make a ranged attack while you're right next to something, you attack with disadvantage.
Oh, I do. Okay. I'll just swing with the warhammer again,
Okay.
and it's gonna be 12.
That does not hit.
Damn.
So keep looking for kneecaps, and you keep missing.
Oh, did you do your bardic inspiration?
I don't have bardic inspiration.
I gave it to you. Did you
Yeah,
use it already?
true. I have not.
You can use it if you want. It's up to you.
I'll use it next turn. I'm just gonna shove with my bonus action.
Okay. You just try to
So-
shove him like into the wall, into the middle of the room.
Yeah, into the middle of the room, right on top of the booby trap.
Okay. You're trying to push him onto the pressure plate.
Do it.
I don't know. With
Do it.
Nickelback is like dead. So I had to add more variables to the situation.
I believe in my death.
I'll just push him away from the Avocado for now.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
All right, that's gonna be. Oh yeah, that's hitting. Nope, 10.
You try to push it, and it just sits
Oh
there
my
and kind of
God.
looks at you and goes.
I have +7 to my athletics,
And
and
you
I
got
got
a
a
10.
3.
That's tough. All right, now we're back up to the top of the order. I'm deeply sorry about that. Avocado.
Yeah, I'm full struggle bus city right here, so I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at a level 2 on myself.
Okay.
So I heal myself. 19. Good heal.
Nice.
Good
So you
heal.
got unbit.
My shoulder just regenerates itself.
See a bunch of glowing stars go over top of it and then fill in the gaps.
And then I am going to use my bonus action for my ranged attack on the far character.
All right, attack with disadvantage.
So first one is an 18. Second one is an 18.
Okay, you hit. How much you do?
I do 11.
All right. It is very not okay, but it is still alive. Would you like to paint the picture of how you shot it?
Yep. So obviously I've got this one really close to me, and we're doing the whole like, scene where somebody's trying to run away from somebody and they just kind of keep wiggling back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just lean over to my right and like full blown, like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, but I lean over with a bow and I just sling a shot and it hits the fish person right in the cheek.
Nice.
So they now just have a shiny golden lit up arrow kind of as like a double cheek piercing all the way
You
through.
fish hooked it.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right,
That is
Nikki,
metal.
give me a 20 roll.
So we just roll a 20 and see what it is, pretty much. 13.
All right, that is, if you can check one, you have saved once. You need to get 3 saves before you get 3 deaths.
Booyah.
All right, now we have the one right next to Avocado. It is going to try to, you guessed it, it's going to try to bite you. Does a 2 hit.
Absolutely not.
All right. And then it's going to try to hit you with its harpoon. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
All right. So it is just bobbing and weaving, making awkward eye contact with you.
Thank
But
God
the
for
one
my shield.
across the room throws a harpoon over its head, and it hits the wall next to you as it just embeds there, and then it starts to make its way towards you. It doesn't quite reach you, but it's getting up there. So, cool. You have one on top of you. You have one making its way towards you. Hammy, what would you like to do?
Hammy's gonna swing at the one on Avocado,
Okay,
and it's gonna be a 17 to hit.
that'll hit.
12 damage.
Very nice, very nice. You hit him in classic Hammy fashion. Not enough to kill him.
Good thing I got my second swing. 20 not nat. 13 damage.
Okay. You kill it. How do you kill it?
I say, get off my beach, and then I take its head off with my hammer.
Nice. You love swinging at faces, so that one is dead. The other one has an arrow through its cheek, and it is back up to the top of the order. Avocado, what would you like to do?
So, how far away is that one from me?
Like 15 feet.
All right, I just walk over to it and swing my scimitar at it.
Okay.
23.
Yep, that'll do. And don't worry about damage. You kill it.
Perfect. So I just grab my scimitar and I slice it directly in half, and I look at Ike and I go, "Now that's a fillet of fish."
I'm writing that down.
And that is a fillet of fish. Next time, we'll find out if they care about Nikki enough to pick her up. We'll see if Isaac has any more fun hero quips. But this has been an episode of the Knights of the Appropriately Shaped Table. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
We are the knights of the appropriately shaped table.
Cool. You guys want to call it here for the night? It's almost 10.
Yeah.
Or we
it's
can
probably-
keep going. I have to be at work at 8 tomorrow, so I have plenty of time.
I think it depends. I definitely can't do like a full. I don't know that I could do like a full one, so I don't think I could do like a full hour. You know what I mean?
The next thing that we do is probably going to take a little bit, so it's probably best that we call it.
Can you guys do like Sunday or something?
Yeah, I can meet this week.